Hello and good day. My name is Kenneth Saunders III, Chairman of the South DeKalb Improvement Association. I want to thank you for watching this video because I'm here to explain some things about this organization and how we've really been able to have a true impact on South DeKalb. Now, South DeKalb Improvement Association is all about being able to improve South DeKalb through 5 different initiatives: education, public safety, code compliance, housing, and economic development. Now, we have been around for the past 5 years, and we have really been able to make an impact on the community by leading through these different initiatives and improving this area and trying to change the narrative to where we're no longer talking about blight and high crime and low education and loitering, but we're about being able to make the connections and build the relationships with not only the residents of South DeKalb, but then also with outside organizations and companies in order to improve this area. Now, there have been some things that have been said about this organizations and who we're affiliated with, and because of who the organization was founded by, that we are in some kind of cahoots and not really being the viable organization that this community needs. Now, it's very unfortunate that it has gotten to a point where some people out there feel that, well, because we are all working together as individuals in different organizations, that somehow that we are tying everything together, that somehow this is a negative thing and that we have a secret agenda by trying to be something that we are not. Well, let me tell you all, the South DeKalb Improvement Association is just that. It's about improving South DeKalb. And that means that we here are taking stance on different issues. That means, one, you'll see that at our public meeting on April 28th, on how we are trying to do something different, not only with economic development to where we can keep the money here in South DeKalb, but to empower the residents to be able to have some type of ownership, particularly with the area that they live in. But then also one of the things that I do have to address more pointedly is dealing with the fact of cityhood. Now, there are people in SDIA who are for cityhood. There are people that are on the border. And then there are some who are members that are against cityhood. And that's perfectly okay. Now, let me get this on record because I don't want anybody to misconstrue or say like, oh, misinterpret this. South DeKalb Improvement Association supports the right to vote for cityhood. Let's get that clear. We are here to support the agenda to put a referendum out on a ballot so that the citizens of South DeKalb can determine whether or not if they want cityhood or if they don't want cityhood. Now, what has happened for the past few years, this area has had a difficult time getting that on the ballot. And that's because of whether or not if that's through our legislators, the lack of information, or even for people who are against cityhood, period. One thing that we know with South DeKalb Improvement Association is that we support an agenda that leaves every option open on the table. Because one thing that we know is that keeping things the exact same status quo will leave us the exact same condition, which means that we will not get the economic development that we deserve and desire. We will not get the public safety that we need. We will not clean up our streets and our yards because we have the lack of resources. But then also when it deals with our housing, we won't be able to get rid of the redlining that has truly happened in our area. Now, again, South DeKalb is a beautiful area. You got to understand. See, our proximity to the airport, our proximity to downtown, through the interstates, their infrastructure. We have a strong infrastructure. And in fact, one of the things that I've personally pushed, in particular for an organization with the book that I wrote last year about the SDIA vision book, is one of them is dealing with our infrastructure with MARTA and wanting it to at least bring it from downtown along I-20 to Stonecrest. Now, again, we're not all about just about, hey, let's think about what the proposed city of Greenhaven will be, but we're talking about all of South DeKalb, and then also parts of Central DeKalb, depending on who you ask. But the fact is that we are here about being able to help the community as much as possible. Now, again, there are going to be disagreements on how we do that. But all I know, and this is the key thing that I do request and ask for people, that if you are going to sit there and actually complain about what is trying to be done to improve this area, and if you don't come up with the ideas in order to improve it, then I ask of you to either join our organization so that we can listen to you. We invite you to come out, be able to express your needs and your wants and your desires for this area, but then also to become a participant. Now, I challenge everybody to be able to do that. I've been involved with this community for a very long time, in fact, my entire adult life. But now I say that to not to impress you or anything, but just only to say that, look, I am truly dedicated to this community. And because of my civic responsibility to this community, I feel that I have to be able to bring as many people along with the journey as possible. Now, I understand not everybody will, and that's okay. Not everybody will truly understand the vision. But all I know is that I'm not working just for myself. I'm working for the next generation. Because we need to be able to have a viable economic area so that our schools are successful, our housing, our police, our economic development, and then also to make sure that everybody's following code compliance. Why not be able to do that? Why not be able to work together to be able to create a better future for South DeKalb? Now, again, that definitely does mean that we have to work with our politicians as well, our elected officials. And we have to keep them accountable to make sure that they are representing us and bringing the resources necessary in order for us to be successful. Now, that is a challenge not only to our elected official, but then also for you as residents. Because believe it or not, just because you voted doesn't mean that it stops there. You have the power to truly change your community. You really do. And yes, sometimes it may feel like that you may be powerless, but if you join with us with South DeKalb Improvement Association, you will start feeling the power of individual power on what you can do to truly change your community. I promise you that that's what can happen. And it's such a great joy of when you can actually do it, when you start feeling that empowerment and knowing that all is not lost, because guess what? You've invested your money, you've invested your time, you invested your life into this area. So why not make it worthwhile? Join SDIA, please visit our website, SDIAinc.org. Make a donation to our organization. Become a member. And make sure that you are spreading the word out and let people know that there are organizations out there like SDIA that is working hard and tirelessly for you to improve this area. And one thing I got to also say before I leave, when people start expressing things negative about South DeKalb and when they don't express any type of solutions, out of all honesty, those type of people need to be corrected with conversation. Start talking about the positive things that are here with South DeKalb. Because follow SDIA, and you'll definitely see on the positive things that are happening with South DeKalb, because we all need to change the narrative with this area. Because this is a beautiful area, and you know it is. And that's one of the reasons why you bought into this area. So let's continue, let's grow, because guess what? Everything that we bring in will be brand new. So we can create our own vision of what this area needs to be and not borrow anybody else's. So again, my name is Kenneth Saunders III. Thank you for watching this video. Again, look at our website, SDIAinc.org. Follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, and Instagram. And everyone have a great day. See y'all later.